Today we are going to be looking at the cement industry. So the cement industry is currently booming because of some policies that the Minister of Works actually introduced into the road construction, and that has actually favored the cement companies so far. Companies like Lafarge, companies like Boa Cement, companies like Dangote Cement, and company like I think Mangel. They are currently enjoying. I know we still have. I think we have Gateway Cement, and we have some other. We have Sokoto Cement Company here, so we have companies like that. But I think the ones that are listed actually have large market share due to government patronage and all that because of the person behind the company. So Dave Omai actually introduced a policy and they said this is the use of reinforced concrete pavement. So what they are currently using to do majority of the roads are actually cement. So gone are those days that you use asphalt. You get the point. Some companies still do that, but currently what Dave Omai is using to do most of the road, you can look at the Lagos Calabar road and you can see they just completed 30 kilometer. You can imagine how many cement we go into that and others. And we are not even talking about the real estate, estates that are expanding in Lagos and Abuja. Of course, you know the major material in building is cement. So that is why I say let's look at the cement industry, and so that we can pick up an opportunity that will actually give us some good returns. It might not be too massive, but you know you can just make little returns. So without wasting our time, my name still remains Investor Joseph, and you are welcome to the Financial Edge, where we teach how to gain financial freedom via trade and investment. So today we'll be looking at top pick, and these picks are not new because I actually introduced them to you during dividend. Interim dividend, no dividend cheat code. So if you've been in this channel for a long time, you must have come across that video. Very interesting video, most especially if you are a dividend investors. Most people that are with me, they actually came into this channel because of that particular video. I'm just trying to get it here. Okay, this is it. Dividend cheat code. So I actually introduced those company, and if you go and check it, you will see this is 1 month ago. You see that when I introduced them, their prices were actually cheaper. You get the point compared to what you have now. One of the stocks that I've actually given some investors nightmare was Julius Baja, and currently it's that started going up. So if your money is stuck there and you really want to go out to get something interesting, I think now is the time to do that. So guys, let's quickly move on to what I want to show you guys. So if you come to this part right here, you will see I actually listed some interesting projects that are currently going on, and you can see the money attached to most of these projects. So for the Enugu Port Harcourt Expressway, that is the Umaya Aba section, that section 2 is undergoing rehabilitation and reconstruction. We also have the Zaria Kolomani Dan Balimaraba Kanya Subawa. Sorry if I didn't pronounce this place very well. I don't mean to abuse your village. So spanning across Kaduna, Katsina State. So this project is over 198 billion. I want you to focus on that money that is coming, and large part of it we go to cement and road. You get the point, because that is what they are doing, and concrete. So we have the Kanu Meduguri Road. So this project is reassigned to Tractor Nigerian Limited. Is budgeted at 128 billion. We also have the Akalari Ukuk Road, that's in Bauchi State. The project with a budget of 11.2 billion will be completed in phases. And we have the Uturu Isikwato Akara Road, that is in Abia State. Wow. So approved for 5.9 billion, with the first phase set to last 6 months. So we just stop at number 5 while we look at some variation. So what do I have here? I have 3 companies. I have Dangote Cement. I have WAPCO, which is also known as Lafarge. I also have Boa Cement. So the first thing we want to look at is let's look at their market share so that we'll see what we're going to get from it. So their current shares outstanding for Dangote Cement is actually 16.8 billion, and for WAPCO also is actually 16.1 billion. Why Boa Cement actually had a huge part of it, almost doubled what every other company is currently having. So we have 33 billion here for Boa Cement, and maybe that's why Boa Cement movement has actually been slow. But of course, it's not slow. It's not slow compared to Dangote Cement. So for WAPCO, we understand what actually shoot the price. For us in the premium group, we've actually enjoyed returns from WAPCO because we get into WAPCO when it was still around 36 area, and also some even get into WAPCO when it's still around 70, 50, and if you enter around those regions, you will still be in a good position today. So what are we going to look at next? So let's look at the revenue that are currently coming. So the revenue will give us insight to know what we are currently doing. So this tells us that Dangote Cement is having the largest market share in the market right now with 994 billion. That is huge, guys. That is the revenue that came in for Dangote Cement. And if you look at WAPCO currently is having 248 billion, and this is just for Q1. And if you don't know, they just released their Q2, and their Q2 is actually excellent, over 200% growth, and that is massive. You understand? So that's to tell you the price that WAPCO is going to shoot, even though WAPCO has been doing higher. But the beautiful thing is, if you understand, buy the rumor, said the news, you will know that in these 2 days, today, tomorrow, be a good time to exit if you're actually a trader, if you are there for money. But if you are there for dividends or you want to stay there for long, you want to hold on no matter the up and down that you see. You understand that that is the game of an investor, not an investor per se, but a long time, and a maybe 2 years long time, because I know we need to be adding specific period to when you say you're a long time investor, because some people are long time investor for 10 years. You get the point too. Some are just 1 year and they say long time or two. So we should attach it. So if you look at Boa Cement is currently doing 290 billion. So Boa Cement has a larger market share compared to WAPCO, and the issue with WAPCO is just that the Chinese company that wants to acquire it, the House of Representative or maybe Senate, they refuse the bill. So not the bill per se, they refuse to grant the foreign company to take over WAPCO. Of course, they know why they do. But to me, I think since it's a public company, if you acquire a lot of shares, you can just take over. But I don't know why they actually stop it. It might be for maybe for the benefit of the Nigerian economy or any of that. But that is why they are yet to actually take over. And from my own understanding, if that happens, of course, you know, we have a lot of Chinese construction company. They would like to patronize themselves, and that will also increase the market share of this company. So currently now, Dangote Cement is still leading the market share, followed by Boa, and then WAPCO is behind. So I know there are other companies like Maje, Sokoto Cement, and those ones also, I'm very, very sure that they are getting their own market share. So let's look at the gross profit that actually came in. So from the gross profit, you see that Dangote is actually leading this industry. He currently made 587 billion in Q1 alone as gross profit. And if we look at WAPCO actually made 122.9 billion, which is still cool. But Boa, which I told you guys that it comes number second, that's number two, is currently making 138.4 billion. So this is a huge number, guys, and this is why you need to look at which of them do you want to go with. You get the point. Which of them you want to go with? These companies are not companies that you want to do get quick rich. No. You have to be patient. I told you in my community we entered around 78, 80, and those who entered around 78, 80 provided liquidity few days ago. That is, they sold because they've actually made more than 50%, because that's their target. And some might want to ride it to 100%. It's fine. And anything that happens along the way, you know that maybe your greed or maybe the market didn't favor you. It's just like that. So let's quickly move to the next one. Before, I know you're wondering how we're going to do. Don't worry, we'll look at the chart and see the one that are currently at the good time for us to go in, because you know I want you guys to make money, and that is why I'm here. So either you don't have money to join or you have money to join, you make money, but those that join will make more than you. That is just how it is. So it's just Patience. You understand? Patience. So profit after tax, amazingly, Dangote part was 209 billion. Yeah, that's profit. Profit. 209 billion. So that tells you that they're able to pay good dividends. And while WAPCO made 48.6 billion, and BOA also following up with Dangote Cement actually made 81 billion. You can see the massive result. So if you have BOA, you can imagine what BOA result will do. You get the point to the price. And if you are wondering about that of WAPCO actually had good Q1 also, and I think they paid interim dividends, which is so interesting. After they paid final dividends, they quickly pay interim dividends, and that also contributed to the price action. And you see how the price skyrocket to the current price that we have, which I'm going to show you. So let's look at their earnings per share. Let's see, because that is where they are going to pay dividends from. Let's see what they are currently having. So their earnings per share right now, Dangote is still leading. Dangote had 12.29 as earnings per share for Q1. So while WAPCO is giving us 3.02 as earnings per share, the current one actually shoot, guys. These guys are, I don't want to say they are crazy. They are actually making good money. And also, let's quickly look at BOA. BOA is having 2.4. In fact, if you are a BOA cement holder, yesterday I got my dividends. And if you also receive your dividends, maybe you bought when I did the dividend cheat code. If you bought then, let me know in the comment section if you received your dividends. I'm saying it publicly now that I've received my own. I received it yesterday at the point that I want to buy suya. That was when the money dropped, and I said, wow, suya money is available. And I had the suya and some masa. I just used that for my night food. I'm sorry I didn't call you guys to come and join me. So let's quickly jump to the price. And the current price right now for these stocks, based on what happened yesterday, the current price is for Dangote Cement is still around 489. One challenge with Dangote Cement is not too liquid. You understand? It's not too liquid, same as BOA, but his own is kind of different. You can hang people on full offer for a long time. The same thing with BOA also, and that also is frustrating to investors. But WAPCO, I think WAPCO is kind of liquid, and they are in the blue. They're in the premium board. I think WAPCO is in the premium. Okay, WAPCO and Dangote Cement are in the premium board. Yes, so it's just BOA that is not there. So that is the current price for you. So Dangote Cement is this. So before I show you the charts, let's quickly move to some other projects. We have Bagudu Road, that is in KB State, and that currently is worth 2.6 billion. We have we have Oba Newi Road, that's Okigwe Road, and we have Inye Ilawe. This is Mekiti. Okay, we have Ilogo, we have Ukari Akwana Road, that's in Taraba State. We have Bida, that one is in Niger State. We also have the Lekki Deep Sea Port to Shagamu Service Lane, that one is in Lagos. Then we have the FCT Satellite Town Road, that one is in Gomani Road, and we have in Aguma, we have in Palace Radio and all that. So those are the roads that they are going to do. So let's quickly jump to the chart so that you can see what I'm talking about. For example, look at Dangote Cement. You can see Dangote Cement is currently enjoying some good run. And don't forget, that was how we saw the banking. They were going up for like 3 days, and you can see it here. Very soon, everybody started taking profit, and the price started to pull back. So, and for like 3 days now, even though BOA has been shooting, we know Dangote Cement actually, you can see it closed -1. So if you are going in, you should know that maybe you wait for a long time. You understand? So maybe it's the Q2 of this price of Dangote Cement that we shoot it. So let's quickly look at WAPCO before we call it a day, because I don't want this video to be too long, so that you can actually focus on anything you are doing today. So you can see WAPCO has been ranging up, and it has been going higher highs. For me, I don't want to touch this kind of stocks, but guess what? This is when people want to go and buy FOMO, because once the market open like this, everybody wants to get it because of the Q2. You get the point. But this is when you are supposed to be selling. You get the point. So you buy red and sell green. But if you are still coming up, what you'll be doing is you buy green and you sell red until when awareness dawn on you, either through my course or through my community, or after you've lost enough and you are tired of being tired. So that is when you now start buying red and selling green. So this is the actual one. I think It's still at a good entry point, and we're also expecting a good price because they've shown us some good movement. It did 5% yesterday, and you see it's halfway to the top. So, question: are you ready to come and take this? That is the question. Do you want to take this part to this point here? So, is that what you want to do? You want to take 30%? You want to take 20%? Yeah, you have the opportunity to do that because the price, the Q2 is not yet out. So, what you want to do if you are going in now, you want to exit with the Q2. And if you go and see the Q2 and say, I think it will go up, market is not about I think. Oh, if you do, I think your money will think for you and you'll be surprised that you overthink. So just know what you want to do. So, gentlemen, with this, don't forget if you go in here, the price can still pull back. Keep your money ready to average down. Don't come and say, Investor Joe, the one I bought is still. No, 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 no. So what I'm showing you is what Lafarge has done. You can see how the numbers is going to shoot. You can see what they made as profit. So if Boa Cement will also do the same, which I'm very, very sure to do the same, the price will continue to shoot up. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit notification bell so that I get notified when I post enriching videos like this. And don't forget, none of my words should be taken as buy, hold, or sell recommendation. This video is for entertainment purpose. Before you commit your money into any of these stocks, ensure you contact your financial advisor, which will advise you either you should invest or not. Remember, making money is not easy, and you don't want to part away with your hard-earned money. So thank you once more. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I post enriching videos like this. Until I come away again, keep making money and keep protecting your profit. I love you, my friends, and there is nothing you can do about it. Hands to head salute. See you in the next one.